I suppose it gets easier to stay on that straight and narrow when you come out with a conviction, you say what you mean very clearly for years, but then suddenly, indeed, BlackRock is allocating its best educators. Really,
Yeah.
that's what these guys are, is they're there to educate people, and they're recommending the exact same thing you did. So that kind of confirms your choice.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and in a lot of the world, we were talking about Argentina, but there are lots of there are lots of parts of the world where you talk about, if you talk about Bitcoin price volatility, they'll laugh in your face when they talk about, when you assess it against currency volatility in their local currencies. And, it's there's such an interesting long story behind it all. But the value that it has. So today there are people here at the event have talked a lot about corporates and institutions, and people talked about strategic reserves and all of this wonderful stuff. You've all been in the ecosystem long enough to understand how custodians operate and how you can assess the value or risk of a counterpart.